You see, I've been practicing medicine for more than 4 decades. In that time, I've seen countless diets rise and fade, new drugs arrive, and therapies shift every year. Yet, there remains one essential, irreplaceable factor no prescription or machine has ever matched: a full, calm night of sleep. So let me ask you, my friend, when was the last time you slept as peacefully as a child? The kind of rest where you open your eyes naturally, free of alarms, free of aches, free of heavy lids. Tonight, I want to share a tale, a story of simple foods, steady routines, and gentle bedtime practices that can bring back that lost rest. Through the years, I've witnessed the toll of poor sleep in so many patients, the weary expressions, the slower pace, the little slips in memory, the sudden mood changes. And I've also witnessed a renewal when sleep returns, the sparkle in the eyes, the stronger posture, the light laugh that comes with ease. Sleep, you see, isn't simply shutting down. It's the body repairing the muscles you strain through the day. It's the brain washing itself, filing away memories and clearing waste. It's the heart slowing and the blood pressure easing, giving your circulation a break. Yet for many over 60, true rest slips away. I've heard it all. Doctor, I can drift off fine, but I wake at 2 in the morning and never get back. I lie there for hours, eyes shut, but my mind races. I'm drowsy at noon but wide awake at night. And I understand. It's part of aging. Hormones shift. Melatonin fades. Discomfort creeps in. And often, the mind simply refuses to let go. But here's what I want you to remember. There are natural, gentle ways to guide your body back into rhythm. And it begins with what we eat. The cherry story. I'll never forget one patient, Linda, 72, who walked into my office on a gray afternoon, shadows beneath her eyes. Doctor, she sighed, I haven't slept through the night in months. I've tried teas. I've tried medicine. Nothing helps. I smiled and offered her an unexpected suggestion. Tart cherries. Not the sugary kind baked into pies, but the tangy, ruby-red ones. They hold one of nature's rare treasures, melatonin, the hormone that signals your brain it's time to rest. I told her to sip half a cup of tart cherry juice after dinner, about an hour before bedtime. She looked at me, surprised at a tea first. I could tell she doubted it would do any good. But 2 weeks later, she returned with a gentle smile. Doctor, she said, I can't claim I'm sleeping like a baby yet, but I'm no longer lying awake staring at the ceiling. I drift off quicker now, and just last night I slept until 6 in the morning. How could that be? The truth is, your body is designed to make melatonin on its own, but as the years pass, the production slows down. Tart cherries provide a natural boost in a form your body knows how to use. So if you're listening to me right now, maybe tonight pour yourself a small glass of tart cherry juice after dinner. And if you give it a try, come back and tell me. I love hearing when my advice brings real change. Now, let me tell you about the green jewel, kiwi. There's something wonderfully uplifting about this little fruit. Bright green flesh, dotted with tiny black seeds, like a miniature night sky hidden inside. A study in Taiwan discovered that adults who ate 2 kiwis an hour before bed not only fell asleep faster, but also slept longer, and woke up fewer times through the night. Why does it work? Kiwis are packed with serotonin, the chemical messenger that guides your sleep rhythm. They are also bursting with antioxidants, helping the body heal itself while you rest. One of my patients, Peter, a retired teacher, told me his struggle was not falling asleep but staying asleep. Like clockwork, he'd wake at 3 in the morning, unable to settle again. I suggested he try what I call the kiwi ritual. 2 kiwis, peeled and sliced, eaten slowly in a quiet chair under dim light. After a week, he returned and said, Doctor, I'm not sure if it's a fruit or just that peaceful moment, but now I wake at 5 instead of 3. And that's the lesson. Sometimes it isn't only the nutrients, but the small act of slowing down, signaling to the body, the day is done. It's time for rest. And then, there's a gentle comforter, bananas. If there's one fruit I've recommended most often for better sleep, it's this humble one. Bananas are rich in magnesium and potassium, both of which loosen tight muscles and calm the nerves. They also carry tryptophan, the building block for serotonin and melatonin. I often encourage older patients to mash half a banana into a warm cup of milk. It's soft, soothing, and easy to digest, and it carries a touch of childhood comfort. One woman, Lily, shared how she made this a nightly habit. Sitting in her rocking chair, watching the sun dip below the horizon, she'd sip what she called her good night milk. Smiling, she told me, "Doctor, I can't tell if it's a banana, the warm milk, or the peace of that moment, but I sleep so much better now." She told me, "Doctor, I don't know if it's a banana, the milk, or simply the memory it stays, but when I drink it, I feel like I'm 8 years old again, drifting off to my mother's voice." And that's the real magic of sleep. It isn't just about repairing the body. It's about the mind finally feeling safe enough to let go. Now, let me share another unexpected helper: pineapple. It may not be the first fruit you connect with sleep, yet research shows it can raise melatonin levels quite effectively. And its natural sweetness helps satisfy those late cravings that might otherwise lead someone to reach for heavy, sugary desserts, the kind that upset the stomach and disturb rest. Then there are oranges, which I like to call the calm makers. They are rich in vitamin C, which not only strengthens the immune system but also lowers cortisol, our primary stress hormone. And as you already know, stress is one of the biggest roadblocks to deep sleep. Back in medical school, I often grabbed an orange while studying late into the night. At the time, I thought it was just a refreshing snack. Looking back, I realized it probably kept me more relaxed and steady instead of tense and restless. Now, I sometimes encourage patients to enjoy a small orange or mandarin in the evening, not too late, but early enough to help the mind gently unwind. And don't overlook grapes. Tiny as they are, red and purple grapes are another natural source of melatonin. But moderation matters. A small handful is all you need, because too many at once can send your blood sugar rising and work against restful sleep. I also recommend choosing organic grapes when possible, since pesticides may interfere with the nervous system over time. Papaya and mango, too, are tropical treasures for rest. Papaya is full of magnesium and potassium, helping soothe tired muscles. Mango is loaded with vitamin B6, a nutrient your body uses to make serotonin and melatonin. One patient of mine liked to blend banana, mango, and papaya into a smooth, creamy drink she called her sunset smoothie. Each evening she sipped it slowly, saying it felt like closing her day with a warm embrace. But here's something important I always remind people. Fruits are helpful, yes, but they are not magic. They work best when combined with a steady, calming evening routine, a gentle rhythm that signals to your body, the day is finished, it's safe to rest now. I call this the evening wind down. Step 1. Adjust the light. Our bodies are wired like old, natural clocks. They depend on sunlight to wake us up and darkness to put us to sleep. Yet in modern life, we fill our nights with harsh brightness, TV screens, glowing phones, bright lamps. So I tell my patients, about an hour before going to bed, dim the lights. Allow the room to grow softer, less bright. That single act alone tells your brain it's time to release more melatonin. One of my patients, an 80-year-old retired soldier, chuckled when I suggested it. "Doctor," he said, "I've been reading under a strong lamp for decades. You really think a dim bulb will put me to sleep?" But he gave it a chance. A week later, he returned with a grin. "I can't even make it past page 5 anymore. My eyes close on their own." Step 2. Pairing fruit with rituals. Fruits can be woven into your evening wind down. Let me share a few options. Option A. Mash half a banana into warm milk and sip it slowly while sitting in your favorite chair with the lights low. Option B. Slice 2 kiwis onto a small plate and eat them one bite at a time while listening to gentle music. Option C. Enjoy a handful of grapes with a few pieces of pineapple while jotting thoughts in a gratitude journal. The nutrients help, yes, but it's also the rhythm, the slowness, the repeated signal. This is what we do before sleep. Step 3. Breathing and relaxation. At times, I combine the fruit ritual with a simple breathing pattern. You can try it tonight. Sit comfortably with your snack. Inhale gently through the nose to a count of 4. Hold for 4. Then breathe out slowly through the mouth for 6. Repeat the cycle 4 times. You'll notice your heart slowing, your body loosening, your nervous system preparing itself for rest. Step 4. A patient story. The teacher and her oranges. I once worked with Mrs. Lisa, a retired literature teacher, a widow living alone. She told me the nights often felt heavy with loneliness. That quiet ache, she believed, was what kept her from resting. I suggested she create a small evening ritual with an orange. Each night she would peel it slowly, section by section, arranging the slices neatly on a plate. She'd sit by her window, gaze at the night, and recall 3 good moments from her day, no matter how small. 3 months later, she told me her sleep was deeper, and beyond that, her spirit felt lighter, calmer. Smiling, she said, "Doctor, the orange isn't just fruit anymore. It's a reminder that my worries stay outside the bedroom." Step 5. Blending science with simplicity. Here's the truth. All the fruits we talk about, cherries, kiwis, bananas, pineapples, oranges, grapes, papaya, mango, carry unique nutrients that can each fruit support sleep in its own way. Some raise melatonin, like cherries, grapes, and pineapple. Others lift serotonin, such as kiwi, banana, and mango. Some ease tense muscles, like bananas, papayas, and oranges. And others reduce stress hormones, like oranges and kiwi. But here's the key. Their true power comes when they are paired with steady, calming nightly rhythm. Step 6. Avoiding common pitfalls. Many people make the mistake of eating fruit too late, or simply eating too much. A large serving right before lying down can leave you with indigestion or even a sugar spike that interrupts sleep. The better approach is to enjoy a modest portion, just enough to nourish your body without overwhelming your digestion. I usually suggest having your sleep-friendly fruit about 45 minutes to an hour before bedtime. And remember, stay away from caffeine, heavy meats, and fried foods late at night. They can cancel out the benefits of your fruit ritual. Step 7. My own nightly practice. Patients often ask, "Doctor, do you follow your own recommendations?" I always smile and reply, "Yes, most of the time." My personal routine is simple. Around 8:30 in the evening, I shut down my computer. I step into the kitchen, slice a couple of kiwis, and place them on a small plate. I sit down in my armchair, dim the lights, and put on an old jazz record I've kept since my medical school years. While I eat, I breathe slowly and think of one person I helped that day. The size of the help doesn't matter. What matters is holding on to that small moment of good. By the time the music fades, I'm ready for rest. Do I sleep perfectly every night? Of course not. No one does. But I sleep well enough, deeply enough, to wake up restored. And now, I want to leave you with this thought. As you watch this, picture your evening ahead. What fruit will you choose? How will you prepare it? Can you design a simple ritual around it? Something quiet, something gentle, that tells your body, the day is done, I am safe, I can let go? If you give this a try, I hope you'll share your story, not only with me, but with others who might be searching for hope in their sleepless nights. Because in the end, we're all walking this path toward better rest together. And sometimes the answer is not complicated at all. It can be as simple as a piece of fruit, a soft delight, and a slow, steady breath. Good night, my friend. May your dreams be kind, and may your sleep be deep.